Hey guys, Aeshmah here. Sorry for the late start today. Just as I was about to, go live, somehow my computer, well, basically soft logged away. I just couldn't click on anything anymore, which makes it a bit hard to set everything up here. I had to reboot the computer and now I guess everything is working fine again. So I guess we are good to go and do this thing. That thing being another speedrun of Ghost of Tsushima on New Game Plus, Lethal Plus difficulty. Kinda shooting for a sub 330 run today, as we always do. So I hope you get it this time. Alright, I guess without further ado, let's get this show on the road here. So let's start things in 3, 2, 1, go. Basically, the only thing that I'm kinda still afraid of are basically the duels, I suppose. But other than that, it should be fine. I mean, especially the General Temuge and I guess it's actually the only duel that I'm kind of afraid of. Because for some reason I just keep messing that up at the moment. I mean, Khotun Khan is basically fine, just have to pay a little bit of attention, but it's not that hard. All the duels against Ryus are basically free. And then, of course, we do have Lord Shimura, but meh. Also not bad, I suppose. Even though I do tend to get at least one death against him. But no matter. Okay, a little bit of unoptimal riding here, but should be fine. Alright, let's get this show on the road here. Also, sorry that I didn't do a stream on Wednesday. Something private came up that I had to take care of, and it took a bit of a while. So I wasn't exactly in the mood to start streaming so much later. Would have been well into the night, my time. And, work and stuff. So I can't do that. Anyway, yeah, New Game Plus speedrun. So what is different on New Game Plus compared to a New Game run of the game? Well, as you probably know if you have actually played the game, New Game Plus actually skips the whole of the prologue of the game. Everything that basically happens at the beginning of the story. The first 40 minutes of any speedrun, so to speak, so that's already a pretty big time save. Then of course we are also able to skip all of the cutscenes now. So that saves another around about 2 hours, because, there are some cutscenes in the prologue as well that you could skip, so wouldn't take as long anyway. But probably the most important factor is actually that we get to keep all of our armors, all of our upgrades, our ghost weapon, all that stuff that you have collected in the previous run of the game. And that makes the run go super fast, as we'll probably see in a little while here. So yeah, story-wise, I guess welcome everybody to the island of Tsushima. It has been overrun by the invading Mongol forces, which decimated all of the samurai of the island in the beginning, except two. One being Jin Sakai, the main protagonist of the game that we are in control of. The other being Lord Shimura, Jin's uncle and the lord of the island. Now, Jin got basically badly wounded in the beginning fight against the Mongols, but he got nursed back to health by Yuna, the woman that is accompanying us at the moment. And she wants to free her brother, who has also been captured by the Mongols, and she suspects him to be captured in this little fort that we just surveyed. So we will try to capture her, not to capture, to rescue her brother. And in exchange, she will try to help us save our uncle, who of course also has been captured by the Mongols. And Jin believes that if he can rescue his uncle, well, they will stand a chance against the Mongols to be able to drive them back off the island. You actually have to wait for the conversation here to finish before you can go through here. Then we will skip a bunch of cutscenes. Because you can do that now. Which is awesome! Skip a few supplies. And assassinate our first Mongol. Now this triggers Jin to have a flashback of him and his uncle, you know, talking about dishonorable kills and stuff. Because Jin is a samurai, he is absolutely against anything that is dishonorable, as you might imagine. So he has a little bit of an internal conflict about just, you know, assassinating people and not fighting them in an open confrontation. Also, I totally fucked this up again. So, you know what? Yeah. I will do this right and then I will just reset the run. How did I fuck this up again? I mean, we have to go over here. And then over here. Skip this. Yeah, I was too far to the right, I presume. Yeah, I was. Alright, okay. Guess we'll just reset the run. Because I am kind of at the point now where I will not take a run like this anymore. I mean, it's the beginning. It's only a few minutes lost, so who cares? So let's start this off right now. Alright, get everything set up. I guess we'll go with Kage. Alright. Second try in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how many attempts it takes tonight. Alright, so yeah, welcome to the run, everybody. Ghost of Tsushima, New Game Plus on Lethal Plus difficulty. It's gonna be a fun one, I perceive. I mean, I do enjoy running the game, so of course it's going to be a fun one, right? So anyway, run on New Game Plus, what does that actually do? Well, for one, it skips all of the prologue of the game, which is pretty nice because it's mostly story anyway, and that saves the speedrun about 40 minutes of runtime, which is pretty great. Second, we can now skip all of the cutscenes, which would of course mean that skipping the prologue doesn't exactly save 40 minutes anymore, because most of that time is actually cutscenes that we could skip. But, you know, we also skipped the gameplay section of that, so it's still a bit of a good time save. And being able to skip all of the cutscenes actually saves about 2 hours of the run, because you can't do that in a new game, which is pretty great, you know, that we can't skip them now. Saves a lot of time. Most importantly, though, on the New Game Plus file, you of course retain all of your upgrades, ghost weapons, everything you collected from a previous one, which makes us pretty powerful right off the gate. Because, you know, we have access to all of our tools right from the beginning. Now, however, we actually lose all the amounts that we gathered. So, for example, if I had 5 kunai before I started New Game Plus, I would still have a 0 when I started a New Game Plus file. So, we just have to collect them all again. But still, we will do that quite quickly. And then we will be back to our full power, basically. So yeah, story-wise, I can welcome all and every one of you to the island of Tsushima. It's a pretty nice island, however, it is kinda in the middle of a government change, so to speak, as it has been invaded by the Mongols, who have killed all of these samurai in the beginning. Now, that does not mean exactly all of them, because 2 survived. One being Jin Sakai, our main character here, that we are in control of. And the other being Lord Shimura, his uncle, who is the lord over the island of Tsushima. Jin believes by saving his uncle from the Mongols, because he has been captured, he will be able to basically save the island, because, you know, His uncle is a very powerful man, and he definitely has a plan to, well, eradicate the Mongols, so to speak. However, Jin got badly hurt during the battle against the Mongols and got nursed back to health by Yuna, the woman who is accompanying us at the moment. And her brother Taka, who is a blacksmith, also got captured by the Mongols, and she kinda wants us to help her rescue him from this fort right here in front of us. And in exchange, of course, she will in turn help us to try and rescue Lord Shimura. Because, you know, he's being held in a castle and we can't attack that castle on our own. We need some allies to do that. And that is basically what all of the first act of the game is all about. Gathering allies to be able to free Lord Shimura. Okay, skip a few more cutscenes. Then we will make our way over to the fort. Now you can kinda take your time at this segment because you have to wait for this whole conversation to finish anyway before you can proceed. But we still want to get there as fast as possible, of course, so that we can get into the fort at the earliest possible opportunity. Now, in order to not alert the Mongol guards, we are about to assassinate a Mongol. Which kind of triggers an internal conflict within Jin, because, you know, he is a samurai, he has been following the samurai code all his life. And just going ahead and assassinating someone from behind is kinda not his thing. He is more, you know, the honorable warrior, facing every challenge and every enemy head on, and not striking from the shadows. So this is a kind of a flashback, Jin hunting with his uncle here. And we are about to track a bear that the two have wounded and are now following around through this foggy mist here. And normally, the quest tasks you with going in an S shape through this foggy area, but you know, we are speedrunners, we like to do things fast, so we basically just cut right through the whole area by going straight across, which is of course faster. Alright, with our guilt about the assassination kinda overcome, we are back in the prison now. So let's start looking for Taka. They're basically just rolling through the whole camp here. Okay. So that actually is not Taka. That is just a Ronin that has also been captured. But, you know, it is what it is. Free what you can free. So yeah, what did Tommy doing there by just rolling through that camp and without anybody noticing me? That is what we lovingly call the Japanese roly-poly ghost, or JRPG for short. In case you never heard that before. Basically what that does is, as long as you start rolling while you are, or have not been detected by an enemy yet, and are basically outside of their, well, point of vision, you can just continue to roll, and will never get noticed by any of the Mongols whatsoever. So you can skip whole camps like that without a hitch. Which makes basically all of these stealth sections of the game pretty easy. Which is great. Alright, so like we said, that actually was not Taka, Yuna's brother. But that guy kinda knows where Taka is being held, which is in yet another prison camp. However, we will tackle that quest a little bit later, because it is a bit out of the way for us to get at the moment, as it's more or less right across the whole first area of the game here. Instead, we will pay Sensei Ishikawa a visit. Now, Sensei Ishikawa is basically the best archer on the island. He was not at the Battle of Komodo Beach. And, you know, having the best archer on the island on your side is probably a good idea, so let's try and enlist his help. Before we get to him, though, we will make a slight detour to this rock over there. Just so we get this fast over point for a little bit later. But you can kind of already see Sensei Ishikawa's dojo right through the mist here. Dismount here, slash that, and there he is. Now, Sensei Ishikawa has kind of problems of his own, as his best student has gone missing. So in order to get his help, we of course have to help him first. So we get a search for Tomoe now. And we will leave him for a short while there, because he just keeps talking and talking and talking. If we just continue on our way though, and encounter this Mongol patrol, he will just come and join us again. So there he comes. Right, found some tracks of Tomoe. So let's try and find her. So this here is her camp, however she is not here. So we will have to do a little bit of an investigation here. So as it turns out, she probably has been captured by the Mongols as well. So we will now go to the nearest fort and see if she is indeed being held captive there. Now, normally in the game you wouldn't have a bow by this point. You would actually get the bow from Sensei Ishikawa right around here. And that is why we have to do a little bit of an archery training with him. You know, to see how the bow functions and to prove to him that we actually are a capable archer, worthy of wielding his favorite weapon. All you gotta do is shoot these 3 lanterns as they are marked. And that takes care of that. We have proven our worth, and now we can continue on. So there's the fort. Now we can't just go barging in like that. We first gotta find a vantage point to actually see what we would be up against. And we will find one of those just right here. Again, more cutscene skips. And then let's have a look around, see if we can make use of the environment around here to try and help us maybe lay an ambush or something. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some arrows that are now lying around here. I only got one explosive arrow. Sadness. So we gotta wait for the patrol to come a little bit closer here. Right around through these barrels. So the Ishikawa tells us so. And then just shoot everything around here. Which triggers some more Mongols to come from over there. Actually, it was a pretty good shot. Okay, killed all of them, and since Sensei Ishikawa is a bit slower, we will just reload the checkpoint, which will make him spawn immediately where he would go after this fight. So we can immediately speak to him and continue on the story. Now you may have noticed during this fight that a lot of Mongols actually didn't exactly fight me. They rather just fell to the ground and started to run away. And that is because what I'm actually doing here is run a Terrify build. Now, you can think of Terror as a kind of status effect that can happen through various means. And what it does when it triggers is it makes the Mongols, well, fall to the ground and run away in terror, because they are afraid of you. And what is the fastest way to defeat your enemy? Well, not having to actually fight said enemy in the first place. So what we do here is actually try to maximize our chance of actually terrifying the enemies. And we do that in various ways. One is by wearing the ghost armor, which I have on at the moment, which has an innate 40% chance to terrify a nearby enemy when I kill one enemy. And then I just equip charms that basically boost that chance up to about 90%. So basically every time I kill an enemy, another enemy will flee the battlefield. So I only have to defeat half of them anyway. What I have further equipped are charms that make it so that when I throw a black powder bomb, which I don't have just yet at the moment, they will set enemies ablaze, and then I have charms equipped that make it so that when an enemy sees another enemy catch on fire, they too have a chance to get terrified. And I guess you can kinda see where this is going to go, because these black powder bombs have a pretty big radius in which they will inflict their burn status. And of course also damage. I mean, they can also just outright kill enemies by throwing a black powder bomb. Which of course makes use of the ability of the ghost armor, being able to terrify enemies if I kill another enemy. Okay, so we didn't find Tomoe, but we learned that she's actually helping the Mongols now with some archery training, teaching the Mongol Sensei Ishikawa's way of the bow. So all of his side quest basically revolves around tracking down Tomoe and trying to stop her from helping the Mongols. However, we won't see any of that because it's not part of the main quest, and we of course are only interested in that. This is where I will go back to that survivors camp where I got the fast travel point just a few minutes ago. Because what I want to do here is buy some of these black powder bombs, which I just told you about, from this dude here. So let's buy all of those, and then sell a bit of our line in here. Let's buy a few explosive arrows. And then we will be on our way to go and enlist Clan Adachi, which is samurai clan here on the island, to maybe get some more help. Hey there, Watchtech! How you doing, my friend? We are doing good. Run seems to be going pretty well so far. How are you, man? It's the weekend. Finally, once more. But yeah, we know that Lord Adachi is actually dead because he too was at the Battle of Komoda Beach. He was actually the first samurai to die. But maybe his wife is still able to help us here. Oh, I'm far way to the right. I have to go further to the left. I have to pass this dojo on the left side. Yeah, a lot of this run basically revolves around, of course, knowing where to go and when to go there. So you don't actually have to go ahead and open the map every time you have to set a new waypoint, because that is slow and takes time. And then, of course, knowing when to use which ghost tool to make the fights go that much quicker. Are you kidding me? I didn't hear that archer firing at me. Ah, that is an unfortunate time loss. Because I could have easily avoided that shot. Now, since the horse is afraid, it takes a while for it to reappear. Yeah, that was a dumb mistake to do. But yeah, this is some of the RNG that can happen along the run, because it is random when and where these patrols will appear. And if you're not prepared for that, well, you know, what just happened to me can happen to you as well. Quickly kill these guys with the Dance of Wrath. And then search them. Because as it turns out, Clan Adachi got attacked. Good things have happened, actually. I've been nominated for a really big engineering scholarship in the UK. Wow. Congratulations, man. So I got like 2,000 people to fight off for it. Alright, so what do you gotta do to win it? Do you have to turn in something? Like your, I don't know, test results or something? Because that sounds fucking amazing, dude. Metric fuckaload. Oh, I guess that is the thing with scholarships, huh? Okay, what is a GCSE? Never heard of that. Okay. This is where we will meet Lady Masako. She actually survived the attack on her clan. However, she's the only one to do so, so Clan Adachi is basically gone for good here, with her being the last survivor. And of course, she is out for revenge now. So I guess we'll help her with that. So this is where Lady Masako buried all of her family. By hand alone. So press R2 to pay respects, everybody. So what you can do whenever you are together with an NPC here, you can and try to stay ahead of them to get a little bit of a speed boost, because they will start to push you forward as they are a little bit faster than you. However, that kind of tends to mess with their pathing, which is of course bad, because sometimes you can just stand still where they are and not move anymore until you basically come back and get them, which is of course slow, so, you know, it's a bit of a risk. And since it actually doesn't save that much time, we tend to not go for it. But to each their own, I suppose. It's a level 2 education in the UK. Okay, what is a level 2 education? Never heard of that! So this is Sogen. He is the monk who came to the Adachi estate just before the attack, which is why Lady Masako suspects him of being involved with the bandits that attacked her. So we now told him that Lady Masako is still alive and kicking. So let's see what that does to him. We'll also go ahead and retrieve an armor here, which belonged to one of Lady Masako's sons. However, since it is more defense orientated, we don't actually use that during the run, we just go back to the ghost armor. Because, you know, terrifying, so. Equivalent to an intermediate apprenticeship. Oh, okay, I see. But that is after school then, I guess. Right?
奴は秋の初めに神谷方から突然やってきたのだ。もうこの魚。
So let's see what Sogen is up to.
そうやすやすとは奪えぬ。そこで戦に乗じた。あの坊主抜け抜けと。そうげんね。So yeah,
he's leaving the temple, and we believe he will now go back to the hideout where the other bandits are hiding. So let's go ahead and trail him. And I use the term trail very, very loosely here, as you will see in just a moment. You guys know we are speedrunners, we know where Sogen is actually headed, so we can actually use that to our advantage and try and stay ahead of him. End of school, so I do this scholarship in sixth form college. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, that's a pretty big opportunity now, isn't it? Sounds great, man. How many of these 2,000 people are actually going to get that? Like, is it only 100 or something? Okay, so we will keep quite a distance away from Sogen. Just gotta keep inside this radius. So we'll wait for him to pass this big rock on his left there. Kinda see him through the tree. Yeah, about that distance should be good, and now we will just basically run away from him where he would eventually lead us to. Because if we can get there before the time limit runs out, the story will basically still progress. Gotta be a little bit fast, and there we go. And now this cutscene will basically play out without him actually being there, which is kind of funny. 600. Well, that's still pretty good quota. I mean, that's about 1/3, right? Not too shabby. Oh yeah, let's get the cutscene, of course. Do a bit of a standoff to regain some of our resolve. Like powder bomb their asses. And then just kill the leftovers. Well, quote unquote kill them. So we confront Sogen. He talks a little bit shit about Masako's family, which enrages her so much that she basically just goes ahead and kills him. Which is also why the community lovingly calls her Lady Massacre. Because, you know, Masako, Massacre, kind of the same thing. Anyway, her questline basically revolves around fighting the true culprits behind that attack on her clan and the subsequent killing of her family. However, again, we won't do that because it's a side quest. And we still enlisted her help, though, to go and rescue Lord Shimura. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's actually go ahead and try to rescue Taka, Yuna's blacksmith brother. Standards are pretty high, as not anyone can apply. 1 to 4 people per school. Oh shit, dude. So my schools really has started scraping the bottom of the barrel. You think so? I mean, I don't think you get nominated if you're not... If they don't think you could make it now, would you? I mean, you know, somebody must have seen you, I guess, or nominated you or whatever. So I wouldn't belittle myself in your position. I mean, it's a pretty big opportunity, man. Like, if you can tell your future employers that you got selected for one of these scholarships, that's pretty good, I guess. You know, it already makes you stand out from all of the other applicants for a job later on and stuff. And I mean, free money, right? You can't say no to free money. I mean, you can, but why would you? Okay, I'm messing up my riding path here just a little bit. It's not too bad. Could be better. Could be worse. At least it's not as bad as last time, I suppose. Got a pretty complex project. What kind of a complex project? Like, does everybody do the same one, or can you choose what to do? What we try to do here is to go for the Tsutsu Bamboo Strike as a fast travel point, which is just down this hill here. Because we will need this later as to basically come back here to quickly be able to start another main quest. However, it's also not that far off where we actually want to go here, so it kind of works out. Got like a choice of 6, I think. Okay. So is it basically always the same thing? Like, are all of them, like, I don't know, programming exercises? It's just a different, you know, exercise? Or are there 2 writing exercises, 2 programming, whatever? Like, how do they differ from each other? Dude, that stood out to me as a massive coding project, a robot. Ooh, that sounds fun. Alright, so this is our destination. This is the House of Kenji, an acquaintance of Yuna. He's a famed sake brewer and a swindler, who might just be able to get us inside Azamo Bay, where Yuna's brother is being held prisoner. Also, yes! I finally was able to update my channel points. Hey there, teaser! How you doing, my friend? Happy weekend, I suppose? So yeah, I think there are lots of new things that you can do with your channel points now. Hope you guys like that. I'm doing just fine, man. I mean, it's Friday evening, I'm speedrunning, so how could it be any better? So what I want to try and do here is stay as far as I can ahead of these 2, because that allows me to trigger the cutscene a little bit earlier. However, if I get too far away from them, that of course means that they will start standing around, and I have to go back and get them, which would be slow. So we are kind of walking on the edge here. So just gotta keep about this distance. And there we go. It's okay if you go out of range, just as long as they actually do not stop moving. And this is basically the only real break that you get during the run anymore, because you can skip cutscenes now, so yeah. Do enjoy your, I don't know, 30-second, 1-minute break. And hello there, Nerdfighter. How are you doing? Everybody coming out of the woodwork now. All here to celebrate Washtag's internship, more or less. Well, not quite. I guess it's a nomination of an internship.
腕のいい鍛冶屋ならば傷つくこともなかろう。わからないだろう。そろそろです。静かに。
It's really upsetting my New Game Plus file just to find out there's kind of a New Game Plus Plus. Yes, there is. I mean, it's basically how you actually start a New Game Plus speedrun of this game. By basically just selecting New Game Plus from the main menu and then just loading your save file where you did the, well, New Game Plus previously on. So you can basically just keep going and going and going and going and going. You don't actually have to reload from the save, from an old save every time. You can just, you know, go ahead and keep all of your ghost flowers and whatnot to turn into that merchant that pops up there. No, there is no new content. It's basically, you know, just repeats of New Game Plus. Nothing changes anymore after you go into your first New Game Plus. You can just keep going and going and going. There's basically no end to that. It's just as more charms and upgrades. Not quite. I mean, you don't unlock anything new once you are in New Game Plus. But doing basically a New Game Plus Plus just allows you to more easily gain more resources because you can do the easier quests to get them, so, I would say. Alright. Yeah, those were there on New Game Plus already, though. Could have already done that on New Game Plus 5. Oh, okay, so you didn't see them before. Oh, okay, I get it, I get it. Yeah. That makes sense then. But they don't appear on the New Game Plus Plus. They are already there on the New Game Plus. Just to get that info out there. So yeah, what we are doing here now is trailing this Mongol slaver in the hopes that he will lead us to Taka. Because, as you can see, this is a pretty big town. We don't know where Taka is, so a little unwilling help, so to speak, is of course welcomed. And again, it's pretty easy to trail him because we can just stick to all of these rooftops over here. You just gotta be careful to not let him see you. It's basically the only problematic thing that could happen. So they're having a small talk here. And apparently he wants to kill Taka now. Which isn't good. Definitely not good. So what we'll do once again is just roll through this whole encampment of Mongols. Just gotta be careful to not bump into anybody. Okay, wait for this line to come up and then restart the checkpoint, because that makes it so that the Mongol actually starts where we were now, so he doesn't have to actually walk all the way across the market, which is of course faster. Just gotta trail him a little bit more. There is Taka. And Yuna now saves the brother by killing the slaver. And now we have to get out of his ammo bay, of course. Even though I'm pretty confident that we could actually take all of these Mongols by myself. The game just won't let us. So yeah, just quickly run to the next quest marker. So we will stay close to this cliff face to our left here. Just circumvent the patrol coming up. Also of note is that Jin also has some kind of a stamina bar. So if you keep running for long distances, eventually Jin will be out of breath and won't be able to run as fast anymore. You will see that every time his head basically starts to drop a little bit, like this here. And all you have to do then is do this little dodge. And for whatever reason, all of his stamina will be regained this way. So you can basically just keep running indefinitely. We are supposed to meet Kenji here. And there he comes with our horses. So this is one of these riding and talking sections where the game would actually slow down your movements so the conversation can play out. However, what you can still do is basically dismount and then just keep on jumping, because jumping is actually not slowed down by the game mechanic here. And that makes you go up this hill way faster than if you would just ride it up very slowly. Which of course saves time, and since we are doing a speedrun, well, we do love our time saves. So jump up to the top of the hill right around here. Then wait for them to dismount. And go over to this tree to basically end the quest. Ever heard of a death cafe in Germany? Where you talk about death? I can't say that I have, no. Death cafe. Where would that be? Like, do you know in what city that would be located? So this is now where we use the Tsutsu banner strike to go to the next quest. Your girlfriend got you a PlayStation 5 pre-order. What the hell, man? Oh my god. Well, that's one a gift. What did you give her in return? Like, I mean, come on. There's gotta be something that she wants. Or that maybe she wants you to not notice. I mean, either she's basically the best girlfriend in the world, or something fishy is going on here. And I don't know, my money is on something fishy. Then again, I don't know her, so I wouldn't know. Definitely. Okay. Well, maybe she broke your PlayStation 3 or something, I don't know. And then just got them mixed up because she thought it would be PlayStation 5 and tried to get a new one or something. Something like that. Alright, we're now trying to get the the Straw Hat Ronin on our side. We are some kind of mercenary samurai. However, as it turns out, one of Jin's old friends, Ryuzo, is actually their new leader, because the old leader died at Komodo Beach, where all the samurais died. Which is kind of convenient for us. Oh, he attacked kind of fast this time. I got them all. So once again, only Ryuzo wasn't able to finish off his enemy. But as you can see, those black powder bombs are really worth their money. So yeah, now a little bit of riding with Ryuzo here. The honey and the hatchet thing. Kinda. She's just being sweet for my birthday that's coming up. Oh man. But still, I mean, you know, PlayStation 5 is not the cheapest of things to get for a birthday now, is it? Also, I don't know whereabouts, but it was a topic in news. Oh, let's podcast. What was it? Also, where did she get that PlayStation 5 pre-order from? I thought they will all be sold out by now. Oh, the Death Cafe. Ah, I see, I see. Oh, I can buy a Quest 2 instead. Okay, what is a Quest 2? She got it some time. Oh, okay. So she got it a while ago, but only now told you because of your birthday. I see. Nice. Wait, is your birthday today? Do we have to sing you a happy birthday? A virtual reality headset. Ooh. My god, seems like you guys are gearing up, huh? I mean, you can do VR on PlayStation 4. The PlayStation actually does have its own VR headset. Only works on the PlayStation 4 Pro, though. But there are games for VR on PlayStation, yep. Quite a few, actually. And apparently some are even good. My birthday's in a month, she's just bad at keeping secrets. Oh, fair enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3 jumps, and then just run wherever Ryuzo wants you to go. We try to keep in front of Ryuzo here, so we can squeeze between these rocks. No, Ryuzo! Ah, time loss. He got here before us. This is a little bit of time, not too bad, it's just, you know, seconds. Yeah. Probably losing that time though, because Ryuzo actually didn't kill his one enemy, and I had to go back and kill that myself. Because Ryuzo is bad at sword fighting, apparently. But yeah, as it turns out, the Straw Hats are starving. So what are we trying to do now is to raid the fort that is near here. To try and get these people some food, so they will actually start fighting for us. So let's head on over there. But yeah, this is a little bit where the RNG of this run comes in. With, you know, NPCs not being able to finish off the enemies they are fighting, or some enemies not running away from you because the Terrifier didn't proc. stuff like that. Nothing of these are a big time loss, but it does lose you a few seconds here and there. Okay, there they are waiting. Talk to Ryuzo, start the next quest. I don't think so. The Oculus Quest 2 is a standalone headset, but can be paired to a gaming PC. I mean, there is the PlayStation VR headset, isn't there? Don't know why you would need another to plug that into the PlayStation. So we gotta wait here just a second for the quest objective to update. Because until that update comes, the game still has you basically following Ryuzo. Which means if you would go too far ahead, the game would basically scold you to go back to your ally. And that would of course lose time. Once again, just roll into this lighthouse. Now attack while still on the ladder to kill this Mongol in one sword strike instead of doing the assassination animation. Because it's faster to do it this way. Ah, come on, Jin. Yeah, ladders are a bit of a problem in this game. And then we will not skip the upcoming cutscene because it's actually faster to just watch it because of loading times if you skip it. Seems city building sells on if you want some chill games. Yes, but I don't like PlayStation VR, not enough games, not enough resolution, not enough hertz. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know, it's a console headset. Console VR headset, so... I mean, what are you expecting? I mean, VR is quite resource hungry, so, you know. Alright, did we kill everybody over there, I suppose, though? Okay. Actually got everyone. Pick up as much of these ghost weapons along the way as we can to build up a little bit of a stock. So it turns out the food actually isn't here, but it may be on the ships, which are just off the coast here. So we are now trying to find a way to get on said ships to, you know, get the food. Nope. I just broke that door because I was attacking that archer. You know, you just have to keep tabs on who of the enemies are still alive and who are running away and who you still have to kill, basically, to make the fights go faster. And I thought, if I could kill that enemy, I might terrify another. So I was trying it to attack him, but Jin accidentally targeted the door there. So again, do not skip this cutscene because it is faster to just watch it because of loading times if you restart the checkpoint. So we'll just wait here for these two guys on the left to pass, because otherwise they might see us actually, even though we are JRPGing through here. And roll around here and quickly grab the boat before this guy can actually see us. Yo, the Wicked Viking! Hello, hello, hello! Another fellow speedrunner! Oh, thank you, man. I actually watched some of your runs. And, you gotta work on your times, man. Like, those are still pretty high. No pressure, though. But yeah, man, thanks for coming by. Do appreciate it. Yeah, I did drop by. I did drop by for a moment, I think. I mean, you know, gotta check out the community a bit. Because New Game Plus definitely rekindled my love for the game. Because running a normal game all the time with all the cutscenes get kind of stale after a while. Anyway, wait for Ryuzo to open the door. Wait just a few seconds for the enemies to gather. Throw a bomb. I was too close to that. So yeah, everybody is running now. It's good. Dodge the archers. Grab the stuff here. Wait for the other enemies to walk the plank. Throw a bomb. And then just clean up whatever needs cleaning up. Which wasn't a lot. Yeah, basically that commander mostly survives. But the other enemies should either be dead or running. Go down here. They'll probably roll there. Just keep running through that ship. Don't even care about the enemies. Try to gotta find Ryuzo because he's in a bit of a pickle. And skip the cutscene. Jump off the ship and basically done. Alright, sure man. You know, maybe you can see another strategy or so to incorporate into your run. Alright, and that is this quest done. Yeah, look at me getting a few gold splits still. Right, the nice thing is that this right here puts us pretty close to our next quest objective, which is the Hammer and Forge. We did get some battle plans of the Mongols on that ship that we gave to Ryuzo, because they also show the Mongol supply lines, and even though we didn't find any food, the Strawhead Ronin are basically now able to raid the Mongol supply lines to, you know, get some food that way. And we will head over to Komatsu Forge. Komatsu Forge being basically the best forge on Tsushima Island, where we can basically employ Taka to smoothie something up for us, so we can actually go ahead and infiltrate Castle Kaneda, village Shimura is being held. However, Komatsu Forge is of course under Mongol supervision, so we gotta put an end to that. Grab a few supplies around here. Chain assassinate these two guys. Okay, Yuna actually killed the other dude. Perfect. So that went way better than last time. That one dude actually got into the building, which causes a lot of time loss. However, these two archers for some reason respawn below the checkpoint, so just kill one of them again. The other should run. And then we can loot a few supplies around here while we go over to this building to wait for Yuna to retrieve this woman here, who will lead into the forge. Basically, yeah. Tsushima is just a little ways off the coast of Japan, but it is part of Japan. So it is basically under Shogun rule. Alright, turns out, in order for Taka to be able to smith something, he actually needs his assistant, who is still basically somewhere in town. So now we gotta go and look for Yukio. So here's Yukio. However, he is still missing his wife. So basically now we gotta go and find his wife. So wait for them to go down. And actually go through the window yourself. Are they coming? Okay, they are now. Got a little bit too far ahead of them, I suppose. Resolve this situation via a bomb throw. And then we have now saved Yukio's wife. All of these people in town now, we gotta go back to the forge, of course. Why did I climb up there? I didn't want to climb up there. Grab a few things around here. We gotta be careful of Mongol patrols, because if they would see us and drag us into a battle, we couldn't actually run from that because the NPCs wouldn't do that. We actually had to fight that battle then, which is of course slow. So let's try and not get seen. As it turns out now, however, Yuna is missing now, because she is looking for yet another family that is holed up somewhere in Komatsu Forge here. So now we gotta find them. She's right here though. However, you don't actually have to talk to her. You can basically safely ignore her and go straight for the captured family. Also, the archers are not part of this encounter, so you only have to basically go ahead and kill the melee enemies around here. That was... Huh? Okay. Who am I missing? Because that should be everybody. And normally that archer isn't part of this encounter, so I don't know why I had to go ahead and kill him. Anyway, once again, don't get dragged into an encounter here. Because that would mean that you would have to fight it. Which you of course don't want. Do want to grab a few things around here though. And then lead everybody back to the forge, and now we will actually make our last stand at the forge here, drawing the Mongol forces out to try and take back the town of Komatsu. So Taka will light the forge, showing the Mongols where we are. And then we gotta get rid of them. So just watch that cutscene because, again, it's faster to watch it than to skip it. Dude, where the fuck are you going? No idea why he came that way. No, that is not what I wanted to do. Okay, only the Mongol warlord left. He is. Okay, and we're done. Didn't want to throw so many kunais at the end there, but I guess it is what it is. So yeah, now we have basically liberated Komatsu Forge. So let's see if Taka actually has finished, well, smithing us a tool with which to infiltrate Castle Kaneda. But first, we gotta talk to Yuna again. Yeah, it was a bit of a shame that that archer basically interrupted my combo against the Mongol commander at the end of the quest there. Because otherwise that fight could have gone down a little bit faster still, and I wouldn't have had to use that many kunai. Then again, I probably should have just used an incendiary oil instead of a kunai anyway. Maybe next time. Still kind of forgetting that I have these incendiary oils anyway. So yeah, Taka actually has finished smithing up a grappling hook for us, which is of course good, because that allows us to scale the walls of Castle Kaneda. However, a certain someone, that one being Ryuzo, still needs a little bit of help before we can actually go ahead and do that. Because when they were trying to raid the Mongol supply line, some of his men actually got captured. And since they are our reinforcements on the attack on Castle Kaneda, we of course need them. So we now have to go ahead and rescue them. So this is another section where the game would slow down your movement speed, so we will again dismount our horse and then jump along the path here, because it is faster. All the while we'll let just Jin Ryuzo reminisce a little bit about the past and what happened between them a few years ago. So we actually have to go up and to the left here, and we could technically just go through this grass field. However, Ryuzo is set to path along this road here, and if we would go through the grass, we would actually be too far away from him. So we would actually have to go back and get him and then still walk along the road. So we just do that from the get-go, because, you know, it's faster. So just about at this point, go ahead and call for our horse, because that conversation is just about done. And then from this point on we can start riding again. Can go a little bit through the grass here to make things go a little bit faster. And we will meet up with the other Strawhead Ronin in just a little bit and try to mount an assault to rescue the others. Alright, let's have a little bit of a chat here. And then mount again. Wait for Ryuzo to do the same. I actually have to wait for him to turn around and start riding, otherwise the game will tell us we are too far away once more. And then we will ride for Fort Yatate, where Ryuzo's men are being held captive. Once again, the game slows you down here, so dismount. And you can try and stay ahead of Ryuzo a little bit here, because he will occasionally push you forward just a little bit, which might save a second or two here or there. Otherwise, just jump up this way to here. And the nice thing is, once we skip the next cutscene, we'll actually be on top of our horse again. So you don't have to call for it and mount it before this cutscene starts. However, that only applies if you skip the cutscene, so on the new game run of this game, you would actually have to call your horse before it. Alright, dismount here, and now it's time to actually start using our grappling hook to get into Fort Yatate from the back. Just follow the path here. Wait just a second here before you start jumping to these holdings, so these rock outcrops, because they actually don't load in properly when you first spot them, as the game kind of has to load the assets or the collision detection first, which takes just a second. But otherwise, this here should be fine. Just grapple along the path. Shoot that brazier to light that archer on fire. Go ahead, assassinate this dude. Roll over to that guy. Grab the ghost weapons. Assassinate him. Go over to them. Chain assassinate those guys. Shoot the brazier up there to kill the other archer. Free the dudes over here. And then we will just go out in the open here. Clump these enemies up so we can throw a bomb at them. And then free the other Ronin. So now we have all of our allies. Don't have any bombs, but there is one. So throw a bomb here. Okay. That was actually all of the Mongols. And they're all running away in fear now. So destroy this. Grab another bomb here. And then wait for them to clump up a little bit more. And one good throw. Maybe another explosive arrow. And we have a lot of dead Mongols here. Hey there, Blades! How you doing? Barely got into Ungiplicity all day just to go test bow builds and shenanigans. So how did that turn out for you? Look at all these gold splits. Yeah, that was pretty good. However, I am pretty low on bombs now, which makes me a little bit concerned. So I do want to get more bombs. So I will take this fast travel here, which will lose me a bit of time, but, you know, bombs save a lot of time, so I'd rather have bombs than, you know, not have bombs. Get as many of these as we can carry. Then we will go back to Komatsu Forge to start the last quest of Act 1. It's also good that you do not have to mount, because you will immediately start in front of the forge here, so basically only waste time to mount before you come here, because you don't have to do it. So yeah, traveling to the camp, buying the bombs, and traveling back probably cost me a few seconds, but I will save those seconds in the long run, because I have bombs. Instead of not having bombs, because bombs are good. How often did I say bombs just now? Alright, check. We got 8 explosive arrows, 4 black powder bombs, 1 kunai. Got a few sticky bombs though, which is good. Yeah, this should be fine. This should work out. So as it turns out, neither Ryuzo nor the other Straw Hat Ronin came to the designated meeting point to help in our attack on Castle Kaneda to free Lord Shimura. So we're just going to do it, you know, with the rest of our allies. They go through here. Grab a few more arrows. Just roll through the whole camp. Go through this window. Keep rolling over there to these two guys. Quickly chain assassinate them. No! Oh, that is not good. Oh. Good thing I had the sticky bomb there, because if those two guys see you, it's instant game over. So that guy moved just far enough away from the other guy so I couldn't chain assassinate them anymore because I was a little bit too slow. So that could have actually ended pretty badly. Okay. Got this black powder bomb there. Talk to Masako and advance. Wait here. Throw that bomb just about there. Oh, it didn't actually hit them. Ah. Okay, I'm one bomb short now. Let's jump over there. Grapple around here. Melee grapple here. Kind of forgot which stance I was in. I'm lost! Alright, all of you are here, which is fine. Ah, you also left. Okay. Okay, that were all the Mongols around here. So we will now have our first duel. So we gotta change armor for that. And it will, of course, be against Ryozo because he betrayed us. Because the Khan basically promised him money and food for our head. So we'll make quick work of him with Dance of Wrath. Basically just gotta use that 3 times and he's done. You want to keep a little bit of a distance every time you use it. Because otherwise he might be able to attack you. Hey there, Ramza! How are you doing? So gotta come here. That wasn't a very good placement. All of these guys are way too scattered. Why are you all so much scattered today? Just want to chain assassinate every one of you. Stream blast by Ramza. Exactly. Oh. Okay, that's... Yeah, for some reason, sometimes the standoff doesn't trigger here, and I was looking at chat. Damn it. So now it triggers, of course. Can you attack, please? Thank you. Big guy now. And we are now on our way to save Lord Shimura, who is at the top of this castle. That was new. Okay, and there's Lord Shimura. Yeah, I think I will lose a bit of time here. Because I don't have another black powder bomb to use. Because normally you can just throw a back powder bomb inside here and all of them immediately die. We have one for here though. See, I guess the time loss was because, you know, I died and I didn't have a black powder bomb. Yeah, that's probably about 30 seconds. The damage and draw speed you get really high to the point every body shot is a kill, but the ammo issue quite problematic and we might as well restock bombs and arrows at that point. Oh! Ah, that is interesting. So did you actually play with Sarayori's armor? Or did you just equip charms?
志村様がいるだろう。何言ってるのさ。猛虎は兄弟だからな。志村様によろしく。
Also, sorry, yeah, it's a bit hard to actually go ahead and keep up with the chat, because this run is going by so fast now. Especially during the parts where you actually have to do something. So once again, resupply here. So I'm not liking the fact that you can only buy 4 black powder bombs. Should be 5, because you can get 5 now. Alright, did I actually miss anything in the chat here? I think I actually read everything now. Okay, let's have a little ride and chat with Lord Shimura here. So once again dismount, because the game slows you down.
叔父上の身を案じました。もう子供が束になろうと、わしの心は折れぬわ。奴は言葉を学び、叔父上を生かした。その狙いは本土を攻める折の助力を壊れた。褒美は富と。
And let's have Jin and Lord Shimura that little talk.
まさか鎌倉を裏切れと。あの侮辱だけでも生かしておけん。時にユナとはどのような女子だ。 勇気と忠誠を備え腕も立ちます。なりわいは野党だと聞いた。卑しい身なれど義を知る女です。やすやすと心を許すなよ。龍蔵のことを忘れたか。厳しい
For some reason I can't exactly overtake Shimura very well.
私がお支
Should
え
be
します。
a bit in front of him already.
かつてこの島は
Slow!
極めた。そこに秩序をもたらしたのは他でもない我ら武士だ。
Oh well, this section is just about over anyway. So let's call our horse. Why did you spawn there? Okay, once Shimura says that line, you can continue on. And then even though the game slows you down here, there's basically no point in dismounting because you have to wait for Lord Shimura anyway. And you cannot hurry him along here. Wait for Shimura to reclaim his horse. At least that was faster than last week. And then right for the fort up there. Well, you know, there are Mongol ponies, I guess. So they have to die too. Okay, for some reason these 3 archers are basically the bane of my existence. They almost keep doing that. Alright, who is left standing around here? That archer. Who else? Okay. So yeah, sadly I was at the other end of the fort again. But that one dude didn't run away. How about you guys just fucking die? Jesus Christ. Let me run with you? What do you mean by let me run with you? Oh, there was a Mongol. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happens from time to time if the guys that are actually fleeing the scene somehow run in the same direction as you. I'm just so used to it at this point, I guess, that I don't even notice that anymore. Yeah, terrified Mongols. I mean, it's basically, once those guys are terrified, they're basically out of the fight. And it doesn't matter anymore what they do. And they tend to do quite some interesting things, I want to say. I do not notice the weak. Well, basically. They are basically beneath my notice level. If you want to put it that way. Also, I think I lost time on the split again. Sadness.
6人が入るかという大きさ。いいえ、10人以上いました。少し歩こう。見せたいものがある。豊玉からの旅路。
Thank you for subscribing to Isu. E2 will have access to the emotes now. And of course, thank you for the support, man. Much appreciated. This is a gold split? What? How is this a gold split? Shenanigans! Okay, let's see if this still works. As long as they finish their conversation before the timer runs out, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Awesome. Time saved. Me happy. And of course, once you do that, out come the bots. Being funny earns you a subscription. Wait. Do I have to be funny for that? Or do the viewers have to be funny for that? Because, you know, if I have to be funny for you to subscribe more viewers to my channel, well, everybody should be subscribed at this point, right? Because I'm like funniness in persona. Oh, the chat has to be funny. All right, I get it. That might be a little bit of a problem then. Because, you know, the people here to watch speedruns and learn stuff, they can't be funny. They have to concentrate to pick up on all the small little details that I do during the run. That small little detail be pick up black powder bombs and throw them everywhere. Anyway, we get the fast travel option for Akashima Village here just on the way, because we will need that later, but we won't actually go into Akashima Village. We'll just continue our way here to the right of this watchtower. And then just, you know, kinda straight across, just basically follow your nose here. There is a little bit of a lake to your left, and if you can still see that, that is great, because you want to pass just right where I am now. So basically between this lake to the left that we just passed and this little forest outcropping that's coming up. Right between those, be careful of any patrols that you might encounter along the way. And then again, you see that fort on the left, and pass between that and that watchtower on the right there. So basically just go right across here. I don't want to get so close. So I should have gone right around that bush instead of left. A little mistake on my part. Then try to head straight across here. So if you can see that canvas tent there, that is perfect. Try to keep to the left of that, because that is yet another Mongol camp. So go through here. And then we want to come back to the river right here, so we can cross just up there. So there's yet another patrol here. Holy crap, why are there so many patrols here now? I'm feeling watched. So because of that, I will cross the river right here. And then take a hard right up this hill. So that will put us right into Yarikawa, and pretty close to the starting position of the next main quest. Which will be just over here, in this survivor's camp. Alright, there are Yuna and Taka. Because now that we actually have managed to free Lord Shimura, it is now up to us to go and reclaim its castle as well, that has been taken over by Khotun Khan, the leader of the Mongol forces. However, since Castle Shimura is quite a bit bigger than Castle Kaneda, where Lord Shimura was being held prisoner, we actually need a few more allies to do that once more. And Yuna and Taka told us that the people of Yarikawa might be able to basically, you know, be an army for us. However, Lord Shimura put down a rebellion pretty hard in Yarikawa Prefecture a couple of years back. So the people there are not exactly on good terms with him. So it might be a little bit problematic to actually recruit them as allies. But still, we want to try, and since Yuna and Taka are from Yarikawa, they might be able to help us there. So wait for that Mongol patrol to pass, and then stick to the rocks and ride up this hill. Dismount around here. And jump over to here to trigger the cutscene that you can of course skip. We only have to look at the camp and then at the white tree. You do not have to look at the entrance to Yarikawa. That just wastes time. So to get into Yarikawa, we have to find the secret entrance under the waterfall, of course. But first, we have to get through the biggest Mongol camp that Taka has ever seen. And how are we supposed to do that? Well, by JRPGing, of course. So keep on rolling, babies. They don't see me rolling, they don't hate. Simple as that. So I want to jump down here to the left of this rock, because if you do it on the right side, some Mongols might see you, which of course is bad, because getting caught will instantly fail the quest. And then wait underneath the waterfall here for Yuna and Taka to finish their conversations, so you can actually use this secret entrance into Yarikawa. So at this point, once again, your movement speed is being slowed down by the events here, and you can't actually jump, but you can still swing your sword, and because this propels you forward, you can use it to, you know, go forward a little bit faster. Just make your way over to the entrance to Yarikawa. Why did I do that? I didn't want to do that. Okay, skip the cutscene. Just randomly inflammable your sword. And then basically jump over to that big castle over there. Yeah, it does look a bit douchey, but you know, it's fast, so what are we supposed to do? So this is Ujimasa. He is the leader of the Yarikawa people. And of course, you know, he knows that we are the cousin of Lord Shimura, and of course declines his help because of that. Because he thinks that Yarikawa can just outlast the Mongol invasion. Which is of course wrong. So we have to find a way to make him see reason, I guess. So as it turns out, some archers are actually missing. And we think that by finding these archers and bringing them back into Yarikawa, we might be able to bring the people to our cause. Hey there, Anakin. How you doing, my friend? We've played some more Legends. I'm doing fine, man. Run is looking pretty solid so far, which makes me happy. But the General Temugi duel is coming up, which makes me a little bit anxious, because that guy has been known to kick me in the balls pretty hard as of late. For whatever reason, because he's actually a pretty easy duel. I don't know what I'm flopping so hard at him at the moment. It's pretty sad, actually. Anyway, let's look for some archers here by examining these corpses. And then a few tracks just over here, and follow these to the hideout of the archers. Maybe Yoda emote. Oh yeah, that is looking pretty sweet. Damn, now I'm jealous. Guess I gotta get me one of these too. Right, so this is where the archers are supposed to be. All we find is the bear though. So kill the bear. Examine the Goza mats. Come around here, examine all of this. Quick talk with Yuna, and then examine the barrels. And once again, these tracks. And then just walk down the hill to actually find the archers this time. However, we're not so much interested in them as in their leader. So just walk over to the quest marker. To find Daikoku and talk to him. But as it turns out, even more archers have been captured by the Mongols, and now we have to find a way to free them. First, we take a look at the situation over here. Winnie the Pooh? Where did you see Winnie the Pooh emote? Alright, so immediately shoot this barrel to make the Mongols hurry along a little bit faster. And then shoot all these barrels. Actually remembered to roll this time. Which makes me fucking happy. Raw bomb at these guys. And then come over here to take care of all of those. Okay, there's one dude down there. There's actually more dudes down here. That was a little bit close. So where's the other? Up here. Okay, that was kind of okay-ish, I want to say. Wasn't the best, but definitely not the worst attempt. But yeah, now we found the archers. We rescued all of them. We brought them back to Yarikawa. So all of these guys now like us, basically. You know, the horse was on the way. What was I supposed to do? Like, you know, I gotta be fast here. I can't take pity on the horses. Or on anybody standing in the vicinity. I mean, those Yarikawan archers were basically in the line of fire there too. And you guys don't seem to mind that. Wrong button. Okay. Definitely got a resupply here. Definitely need some more smoke bombs, and the rest seems good. Yeah, actually I have no idea why that was a gold split, because it felt kind of slow compared to how that normally goes. No idea what that was a gold. Kind of seems like my internal clock is off a little bit, because it did feel slow to me. And yet it was a gold split, so... no idea. Anyway, Yarikawa is about to be attacked, so... let's thwart their attempt to kill everybody here. By killing them ourselves. So I hope I didn't forget anything. Let's get to the front gate here. Load your explosive arrows. And shoot the Mongols as they come in sight. I think this should take about 3 or 4 arrows. Yeah, 3 is okay. Oh! And then just come here. Throw a bomb. Wait for them to clump up a little bit over there. Throw another bomb. for more Mongols to come. Throw a bomb. And I think that should be everybody here. Yep, that's how you defend Derikawa. 3 explosive arrows and 3 black powder bombs. That's all it takes. Okay, now we gotta take care of the trebuchets. So we'll basically just quickly jog through the camp here. Oh, wait. Go up there. So gotta come here. Take the revive, which is shitty because I would actually need my resolve at this point, but what can you do? I'm not going to reload that checkpoint. That just means that the Temugi fight is going to be a little more dicey. But I guess it's okay. Okay, now we just gotta go back all the way into Yarikawa. Ah, I touched that guy. That's where they noticed me. I mean, it's okay, I still have enough smoke bombs to just use at the gate. So once you're here, the Sakai outfit. Wait for the conversation to finish. And hopefully not die to this guy. Because by God, am I sick of dying to this guy.
Jin. この島を荒らす異敵に天誅を与える者己の血で畑を潤せ黙れ手抜け己が得るのは六門戦だ知れごと調子に乗るなよ大勢を切り刻んだと誇っておったなそれもここまでだ
Way better. Now what actually made the difference here is that I actually switched out one of my ferocity charms for bludgeoning charm to increase my stagger damage. And that means I now depleted his whole stagger bar by doing a Dance of Wrath instead of having, you know, instead of leaving basically a sliver of stagger left. Which means I would actually have to hit him with a heavy attack after every Dance of Wrath to actually break through his guard. So that made that fight so much smoother. And I mean, you basically didn't notice that I was losing out on a little bit of damage there. Alright. And with that, we have secured Yarikawa for our course. Isn't that great? Not a gold split though. Yeah, probably because of that death. Yeah, if I hadn't died at the trebuchets there, that probably would have been a gold. Pretty sure of that. Anyway, let's resupply. By actually selling some of the stuff that we have gathered so far. I mean, that's a lot of supplies you can get out of that. And get more bombs and stuff. So now our next quest objective is to actually get the armor of Clan Sakai, the Sakai clan armor, which we are actually wearing at this point. But the game, of course, doesn't acknowledge that, even the New Game Plus, so we actually have to get that for story reasons. So we gotta leave Yarikawa and mount. and make our way over to Omi Village, Jin's home. How do you unlock the loadouts? No, you just have to go to the options menu and toggle it on. I think they even tell you that at one point. So if you go to the options menu, there should, in the gameplay section, I think there is an option to do that. You miss the best possible time thing. Oh yeah, I haven't, I don't have that in my splits, that's right. I don't actually see the need, or I didn't see the need for that, to have that implemented in my, you know, time split layout there, but I'm actually thinking about incorporating that because it would be kind of nice to know, I guess. Then again, I don't know if it wouldn't make me anxious during the run, because I might or might not get that time. Because I'm pretty sure if I could see that I could get a time sub 3 hours and 30 minutes, I would just be way too nervous to do that run. Anyway, we gotta go through this bamboo forest in kind of a straight line, and since you can't do that because of all that bamboo, you just gotta bob and weave through here. So just always alternate going left and right until you come here, and then just follow that road. Because that should give you the Lord Shimura's camp fast travel option. There we go. Because we will need that later to continue the main quest in a little while. Yeah, I think it's actually kind of interesting that the loadout option, well, is basically an option that you have to toggle on. I don't understand why they did that. I guess it's probably because of some programming issues they have, because that wasn't in the base game and they implemented it later. And that is why they had to make that a toggle. Not sure though. So yeah, we will just ride down this hill here. And we're looking for this little waterfall to our left, as that is where we'll be crossing Omi Lake. Omi Village being on our right in the distance there. Just go ahead, grab these supplies. Horse, please. Do this little awkward jump here. Up the rock. And then just travel along the shore to Omi Village proper. There's an enemy here? What the hell? Interesting. So yeah, this is Jin's home. This is where we are supposed to get the Sakai clan armor. So let's visit his home by slashing down the door and rolling in like a madman. So this is Yuriko. She's basically the head housemate or whatever of Clan Sakai. She has been taking care of Jin basically since he was a child. And she's also the only NPC in the game who you cannot hurry along by, you know, jumping. You actually have to move at her pace. There is no way to make this go any faster. My samurai, you're talking about legends, right? My samurai rank and legends? Good question. I think he's somewhere in the 30 or 40s, something like that. Not exactly sure at the moment. I mean, I can basically show you once we are done here. Because I think we are going to actually do the raid again with our group. After I'm finished with this speedrun. The other people are basically just raiding for me. So while Yuriko and that other dude go and get the Sakai armor ready for Jin, we'll just go ahead to the graveyard here and pay a visit to our father by basically doing a little bit of poetry. And if you know anything about me, you do know I like my poetry. So let's go ahead and make this the best haiku ever, huh? Yeah, what do you say to that, huh? Isn't that poetic? These bits are weird. Why are they weird? I mean, it's basically just, you know, some Japanese culture thing. Doing poetry like that. Oh, you actually haven't finished the raid yet? What? So right over here, jump over the wall and get back into the house to reclaim the armor. We will not do a standoff here. Instead, I will throw down a bomb. And apparently not chain assassinate these guys, because Jin doesn't want to. Okay then. Guess we'll do it this way. So Yuriko is a little bit shaken up by all this bloodshed, so we gotta go and calm her nerves by going down to the pond. And once again, you cannot hurry Yuriko along, so just do whatever. For example, switching back to the ghost armor. So they are now talking about a poison that Yuriko employs to keep the vermin out of their rice stock. And Jin is basically asking her, well, can you make it strong enough to kill a person? Which, you know, Yuriko reluctantly agrees to, because Jin wants to use that poison against the Mongols. However, we actually need to get a blowgun to shoot these poison darts. And for that we need to get some reeds, which happen to be available in the next town over, which is of course occupied by the Mongols. Let's come over here. Oh. Why did you see me? That's not good. I don't think anybody else saw me. So I can still get these reeds, alright. And then just hightail it out of here. Can I still mount my horse, please? Alright. Good, 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 good. It's kind of close. But it still worked. Yeah, now we gotta just go back to Yuriko. Not saying hackers are weird, just the game implementation. Yeah, okay, I get that. But, you know, it's just looking around a bit and seeing what sparks your imagination, I suppose, to come up with a line of poetry. Now, I don't know if that is actually how you would compose a haiku, but I don't mind too much, I guess. I think it's supposed to be just this nice, relaxing bit from time to time. You know, find a nice spot to sit down and reflect on everything that's happened while looking a little bit at nature. The navigator just right alongside Yuriko to go to her camp, where she is busily harvesting the poison plant. The key is 1 out of 10 with all ghosts, but I couldn't do the survival mode yet because the randoms keep leaving or die all the time. Why are you even doing it with randoms? Ugh. Like, seriously. Nightmare and the raid with the randoms, basically a no-go for me. I don't want to waste my time there. Even though Nightmare mode isn't that hard anymore. Because I think people are getting used to the difficulty. Also, this is another point where the game will slow you down, so just dismount and keep jumping along the road. While Yuriko narrates a tale from your youth. Just make a quick jog through the camp, grab some supplies. And then we gotta gather these poison plants at 3 points in the camp. That is the first. Second is right here. And then the third up there. Good job to Yuriko. And we now get our blowgun with our poison blow darts. Raid with randoms is okay, but survival mode holy. Wait, you're doing the raid with randoms? I guess you're getting them out of the Discord then. Okay, let's try out our poison. Yeah, okay. I mean, at least there's that then. Okay, and with that, we have yet another quest done. Chapter 1 with all chest. Oh, that's not too shabby. Okay, so we have recruited the people of Yarikawa. We have our clan armor. All we need to do now is get a message from Lord Shimura back to the mainland to the Shogun to ask for samurai reinforcements. So to do that, we actually have to find a smuggler that can breach the Mongol sea blockade. So let's go ahead and find that smuggler. A lot of guys over there. So it's not good. Right in the way of where I wanted to go. But yeah, we now have to go to the Umugi prefecture, especially into Umugi Cove, which is basically a smuggler's den, to look for a smuggler named Goro who owes Lord Shimura a favor. So this is another rather long riding section. Ooh. Okay, they didn't. No, they saw me. Which is interesting because I didn't get any notifications that they were looking for me. But I guess I was just riding so close to them that it was just natural for them to notice me. I share the stream in Legend of Tsushima, no one is coming. Wait, are you streaming Legends right now? In Discord. Interesting. Well, I guess people over there are, you know, occupied with their own stuff, I suppose. By the way, are you sharing my stream or are you sharing your stream of the raid? Kinda confused now. Why are there so many patrols in my way? Holy crap. Normally there aren't that many patrols. Your stream. Oh my god, thank you, girl. I mean, you know, I think people are just more interested in playing Legends than watching a speedrun of the main game. Which is actually pretty interesting because I actually thought that speedrunning this game would be more popular. But I guess it kinda isn't, for whatever reason. No idea why. But there aren't that many runners. I think I'm actually one of the only people speedrunning this game at the moment. Which is kinda crazy to think about. I mean, even John is taking a break from it. And he's only running Act 1. Then again, Nerdfighter may start to run it soon, and I guess the Wicked Viking is also here. So there are some people who are interested in doing it, or are doing it. Yeah, there normally aren't that many Mongol patrols in your way. Which is kind of interesting tonight. Oh well. As long as they don't shoot me off my horse, everything is fine. Come on, Goro! Hurry up, dude! You are the dude of the smuggler dudes? I don't know. So yeah, Goro is going to give us a map showing us where he hides his boats. So once we have that, we will travel to Lord Shimura, and then together with him go to that point. If he would actually give us the map, that is. Thank you. So this is where we'll use the Akashima village waypoint that we got way at the beginning of Act 2. Go for the horse. And then we will travel to Lord Shimura's old hunting camp. It's very possible to get world record in this one. Yeah, let's see about that. It is possible. It's just a matter of will I screw up or not. And we still have a bit to go here, so, you know, let's not start counting our chickens just yet. I'm actually kind of amazed that my sum of best segments is now a 3 hours and 26 minutes. That is pretty amazing to me, actually. I didn't think that we could be able to get the time that far down. Anyway, there's Lord Shimura. So we'll wait until nightfall, or we meet up with Goro. Thankfully, the game skips that time ahead for us. I don't even think we wait for nightfall, we wait just a little while, till the appointed time or something. Just do it. I guess. I mean, the only parts that I'm actually kinda scared of, if you want to put it that way, are the duels that are still coming up. Everything else is not that hard.
岸を離れることなく沈められちまうかもしれませんよ。物見の兵が船に行さんいますから。では奴らの気を他にそらさねばな。止まれ。ここからは歩く。水戸だけ取り。我が父が槍川家から奪ったもの。今やもうこの砦。
Okay, so Lord Shimura has the clever idea that he and Jin alone can take a whole fort by themselves in order to divert the Mongol attention on them instead of Goro and his little boat leaving the coast. So let's see how that goes down. Yo! Another subscription. Holy crap, man. You're being way too generous here. Thank you, thank you. So another perfectly placed. I forgot to roll. Wait, why are you guys still alive? Definitely should not be alive. Anyone still left? Don't think so. See, how did those Mongols survive? What was it? 3 exploding arrows? What the crap? He was being funny, so I had to. Fair enough. Alright. Just gonna run to the end of this. Ooh, that dog. I rolled and he shot his friend. Idiots. Again, watch this cutscene instead of skipping it because it is faster to watch it because of loading times. And then just keep on running. Don't look back, just run. Ah! Fucking dog. Yeah, luckily the Wachas can shoot the dogs. Even though I have dogs myself and I do love dogs, I hate the Mongol dogs. Alright, now it looks like Goro will be intercepted by the Mongol ships, so we can't have that. So we will mount the Mongol Wacha and help Goro out a little bit by getting rid of all these intercepting boats there. If the game will actually let me shoot that thing over there. Yeah, well, you know, subbing actually helps out to get more emotes. Because with every subscription, I get more subscription points to the channel, and once I reach a certain amount of them, I can actually give you guys access to some more emotes. I think there are only some more coming from over there, and then I should be done here. There they are. Alright. 15 subs for the next emote. Yes and no. I need 15 subscription points. Now that doesn't exactly mean 15 subscriptions. The way it works is a tier 1 subscription basically gives me 1 subscription point. So I basically would need, 15 tier 1 subscriptions. However, a tier 2 subscription, of course, gives you 2 points because, you know, you're paying more money. But then a tier 3 subscription actually gives you 6 subscription points. So even though a tier 6 subscription basically only pays for 5, you actually get 6 of these subscription points. So why did I call for my horse? I don't even need that. Immediately going to dismount here. Alright, let's stock up on everything. Which I actually have, which is good. So now that we have gotten a message out to the Shogun for reinforcements, and we recruit the people of Yarikawa, and we got our armor, there's only now that one little issue left about Ryuzo, who is holed up in a fort near here. So we now want to get rid of that traitorous bastard before we start the attack on Castle Shimura. Now, Jin actually asks Yuna and Taka for help, but they don't want to because they are going to leave the island. Now that Lord Shimura has allowed them to do so. So Jin goes at it alone. So just follow this hill up here, through the Chori gates, onto Fort... what is it called again? Koyatate or something? Do you get points per month? Or just one for one account that helps? Yeah. Basically the second one. So it isn't cumulative, like... it doesn't work that one account subscribes 15 times in succession. I have to have at one point these 15 subscription points, if that makes sense. So basically, once the subscription runs out, you lose the subscription point. Is what I'm trying to get at. Didn't want to dismount those there, but now I did it, so it doesn't matter. Just gonna run over here. Look at the camp. Alright, there comes Taka to help, because there actually are a lot of Mongols in that camp, so Taka's idea is to make a distraction for us, so we have to deal with less Mongols. However, we don't care for that at all. Like, even though poor Taka wants to help us really badly, we will just barge right in through the front door here. Not taking a single interest in any of these Mongols, just running straight to where Ryuzo is. Because we are here on a mission. Through the gate. And there we go. Now Jin doesn't pay attention very much here and gets captured. And then Taka notices that Jin is late, goes back and gets captured as well. And then things happen. Also, since we left all these Mongols alive, there's a little bit of an audio issue going on here now. With them just constantly yelling at us. Also, rip Taka. There's his body, over there's his head. Just pretty unhealthy.
Zogs, not kaput zuk talag. Holy hamtad. Yabetska. Khotun Khan, man de toi. Resignot. Yap sangi.
So we gotta kill all the enemies here now. So basically the last of Ryuzo's straw hats. You on your left. So in comes Yuna, searching for her brother.
Yuna, mate!
And now she's out for revenge against the Mongols, of course. Oh, come on. Really? I missed that shot. Crap. This is interesting, huh? I assassinated him during the ghost dance. What the heck? I think that was all of them. Yep. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure if this will be a gold or not. Yeah, no idea how I did the assassination inside the ghost stands. That never happened before.
Zogs, not kaput zuk talag. Holy hamtad.
Oh, look at that. It actually was a gold. All because of that assassination, I suppose. Alright, so finally the samurai are here. So let's hope that they can help us. Okay, once again, restock. Because we used quite a bit of our things. Okay. So yeah, now that Taka is dead, Yuna has basically no reason to leave the island anymore. And will stand with us until the bitter end. Which actually works out fine for us, I guess. Alright, start riding up the hill again. Wait for them to slow down just around here and dismount.
時に民から二つ名で呼ばれているそうですな。クロード。武士がすべて撃たれ、信じる者を欲したのでしょう。だが我らが来た。今こそそうしたまやかしは捨て去り、本来の掟に従うべき時が来たのでは。
今は対馬とこの島に住まう民を救う時、ハーンを撃つまではお待ちください。
いかにも心得た。志村殿、おいご殿がお着きです。
ジン、上におる。良い働きであった。
All right, time to retake Castle Shimura. Now, there will be lots of fights here, so let's see how this goes. I was a little bit anxious about this part. More Tomoe story. I think I have a Tomoe fan over here. Well, this is off to a great start. Getting killed by random Mongol number 35. Oh, that's a Mongol. Didn't even notice. I think I didn't have to throw that bomb, actually. Wasted black powder bombs. Never good. Why do I only have 2? Should have more. Okay, you can actually completely skip this fight here. Just gotta run right to the end. There was actually a black powder bomb there, I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Should have grabbed that. Those fucking archers again, man. They nearly shot me out of it mid-air, like, once again. Oh hey, burning Jin cutscene. Am I still burning now? No. Okay. Drop a smoke bomb here, or maybe not. Okay. Guess we don't do this time. Once again, man the Wacha. And start shooting the Mongols. Just for fun. Until they're all dead. Actually quite scattered this time. Exactly ideal. Just keep shooting. Okay, we're done here. Okay, I just made that straight up on the fly. Guess it worked. Okay, and I split. I should probably split here the next time to not have to wait around for these cutscenes to load and skip. So usually skip here. Oh, not skip, split. Skip this cutscene. Yeah, it was. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Chihizo. Have a good night. Have a fun weekend. Always nice to see you, dude.
Sakai-sama.
So yeah, now the bridge to the castle keep has been blown up. And Lord Shimura basically just wants to repair the bridge and, you know, try to take the castle keep by force. Which Jin is in heavy opposition against, because he thinks that there's maybe a more craftier, sneaky way to resolve the situation by infiltrating the castle keep and poisoning the Mongols. Which of course Lord Shimura is heavily against. But Jin goes ahead and does it anyway, because he thinks that he will save people this way. Oh god, that was a bad jump. That was such a bad jump. But better than mine. Alright, I will take this a little slower than usual. Just because I don't want to get spotted here anymore. This spot is so finicky on New Game Plus, I don't know why. No, Jin, don't grab that just yet. Thank you. Can you go? See what I mean with finicky? That archer is normally supposed to turn around and look the other way. For some reason he didn't. You think Jin is a more good person at the end of the game? Oh, that is a loaded question. I think he follows his own beliefs, definitely. I mean, it's basically a question of, you know, were his actions justified by this, basically by this war going on here against the Mongols? Or not? I mean, I think he is, because they would have had to basically kill the Mongols one way or the other, right? His was just more, well, sneaky, quote-unquote, evil way to do it instead of the samurai head-on way. But at heart, I don't think Jin is a bad person, no. So, sneak around here. Poison the milk. Alright, all the Mongols are dead now, so let's get into the keep. Now let's hope for a good Ryuzo fight. Switch armor to the Sakai. I mean, you know, as long as Ryuzo doesn't do any of his shenanigans, as he is prone to do when he is pushed to the edge of the duel ring, everything should be peachy. One more. I'll take that. I'll take that fight. I'll take that fight. If I can hold this time now, this will be sub 3 hours 30 minutes. Yeah, it was. Now there are basically only 2 points left in the run that could go wrong. The Khotun Khan fight and Shimura. Which are of course right at the very end of the run. But yeah, I stand by my decision to put that one bludgeoning charm into the Sakai armor instead of the one ferocity. Because that makes things so much safer. Like, holy crap. That helps me so much at the moment. Because it completely gets rid of the stagger bar. Who's going to spot me there? Okay. Just don't fuck up this sneaking portion now. Jin, please. So yeah, Lord Shimura finds out that Jin poisoned all of the Mongols. He wants Jin to blame it all on Yuna. Jin refuses and basically surrenders. And now we are at odds with Lord Shimura. We basically only have our allies to trust. And we are basically going after the Khan to try and finish this here. Also, while trying to escape the castle here, our horse gets shot, and since it's a pretty hard ride, because, you know, we are trying to escape all these archers and whatnot, our horse sadly dies. So, yeah, that horsey. I think it was Kage this time. But to be honest, I can't remember. Oh my god. This makes me be such a bad person, isn't it? Forgetting how I named the horse just about 3 hours ago. What kind of a person am I if I can't remember a name for just 3 hours? Like, holy crap. Alright, so it turns out the Mongols learned how to do the poison that we used against them just a few minutes ago. And they are now using it against the, population of Tsushima here. So Jin gets a taste of his own medicine here. Doesn't stop him from rolling around like an idiot though. Even though he's basically vomiting blood at the moment. Which isn't exactly a healthy lifestyle. But he somehow survives it. I don't know how, but he does. Lucky him, I guess. I love this scene. I died there in my first playthrough. How can you die here? Can you really die there? How can you die there? Oops. Wanted to slash this. Really? So did you just stand around and do nothing? And then get shot and die? Or how did that happen? Take the opportunity to switch outfits. I went to the point and get shot. What? Okay. That never happened to me. Interesting. Now I'm afraid of that point. Alright, replacement horse. Really? I've never died at this point. I didn't even know that could happen. Oh my god. And now that I know that it can happen, it will happen to me at one point or another. You guys basically jinxed me now. Thank you so much. Why would you do this to me? Why? Don't tell me stuff like that. I don't want to know that I can die at points that I've never died before. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. that makes it better magically. Alright, so this is the point where you basically don't have to dismount because you are riding at the maximum speed. So you can just enjoy the view or the conversation, whatever. Well, you know, there's a lot of talking and stuff. Alright, dismount here. Wait for Yuna to do the same, because otherwise you will leave her behind. And then start running towards the lake. However, you don't actually have to survey the lake. So you can just continue on to the fishing village here. Which we will of course do. And basically chain assassinate all the 3 Mongols here. Ah, it's a little bit too late to do the assassination there. Also, just watch this cutscene. It takes longer to skip it than to just watch it.
寺はここより守りが固い。焦りは禁物。
じゃあ物見と行こうか。
火薬の樽があるぞ。使わせてもらおう。物見役の旧兵。
見つかったら狙い撃たれる。
Oh, thank you, Anakin. Always nice of you to say that.
おびき寄せて一網打尽にする。待っておれ。のろしを上げる。
Did a ton of practice before this run. Nope. I basically haven't played the game since Monday, since I did the last run. Okay, wait for the Mongols to come near the explosive barrels. Because explosive barrels, lots of Mongols, Ice Lake. My favorite combination. And then pick up the stragglers. Explosive arrows. It's just a good run, I guess. I don't know why I'm getting so many golds all of a sudden. Like, I'm just as surprised as you are. But you know, it was Monday, so they were all Monday runs, if you get my drift. And now it's Friday, so they are all Friday splits. And Friday splits are the best splits. I didn't want to do that, but I guess I gotta do it now. Because I wanted to crouch down, but I actually entered Ghost Dance. That shouldn't make too much of a difference. I think this is even better. Of course, that one fucking archer way in the back doesn't run away. Fucktard. Ugh. Of all the people to run away, he should have. Angry. Ah well. Still a good split. I think there might even be another goal. How is that a gold split? I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. How am I getting so many gold splits? Let's stock up again. Okay. Good. By the way, I hope you know that you can buy a new color for the Kabuto Samurai and look so... Yeah, I do know. However, the game doesn't save it. Wait. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh my god. Like, I have quite a few different colors put on my outfits, but every time you start a new game plus, for whatever reason, the game does save, you know, like your charm loadout and whatnot, but it doesn't save the dye of the armors. So there's no point in putting, for me to put any other color on the armor except the default one, because, you know, starting a new game doesn't recognize it in any way, which is a bit of a shame, because I would definitely like to color my armor differently. But it doesn't save, so I don't use it. I think, yeah, it's that black armor dye, right? The only thing I don't like about that armor dye, though, is all these arrows that are stuck through Jin's body. I think that looks really ridiculous. But it is what it is. Also, I hope to God that I'm not messing this pathing up here. I think it should be good. Yeah, okay. I could see that Torii gate over there, and that means I'm on the right path. The one on my left there. So welcome to Takeshi's castle. Camp. Whatever. Both start with C and A. So Takeshi is an old acquaintance of Yuna. And he's a hunter. And what's about to happen now is we basically do a two-pronged attack against the Mongol camp at the border between the south of Tsushima and the north. Where we and Takeshi and his hunters attack from the north, and Yuna, Sensei Ishikawa, and all the others attack from the south. And Takeshi and his hunters agree to that because they're looking for a refuge during the winter. Because staying at the winter at the mountaintop isn't the best of ideas. So they want a nice, warm, comfy fort to do that. Wait, this way. And then left after this gate, and then keep to a hard right. Need more customization for the Ghosts and Legends. Or the cool looking items from New Game Plus. Maybe we should have a looting system, the story missions in Legends. I don't think we will actually get any. Because as far as I understand it, Sucker Punch is basically done with this game now. So there won't even be any more updates to the multiplayer at all. Which is kind of sad, but also expected, I guess. Because they will probably just concentrate on, you know, Ghost of Tsushima 2 or whatever they have cooking. So another patrol. God damn you. Yeah, the multiplayer is nice. But I think it has been confirmed that there won't be any more updates to it. You know, other than maybe the odd balance patch or anything, but there won't be any new content. So what we have right now is all that we're going to get. I mean, I think it's also kind of to be expected because the multiplayer in this game is the first time that Sucker Punch have done multiplayer at all. So I guess it was just a way for them to basically test the waters. And then maybe implement it right from the get-go for Ghost of Tsushima 2? And make that be a core part of it or something? I don't know. But I guess a man can dream. Okay, once again, watch this cutscene. Because it is faster to watch it than to skip it. So wait for the patrol to come there. And slaughter this dude. Who is left? Oh, God. Why are they always over there? Where is he? Over there? What the fuck? Well, that never happened before. Hey, he's hiding! That dude is actually not doing anything. Ah. Oh. Such a time loss. Oh, that makes me so angry. That makes me so angry. Oh, that fucking dude. The nerve to just hide. Like he really wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting there. Waiting to be found. I guess let's bomb his friends in retaliation. Okay. Oh yeah, I think I kinda didn't throw the bomb right inside them. I threw it slightly against the door. So I guess that group wasn't hit by the full brunt of the explosion. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so it probably was just a bad bomb throw. Just sad, but it happens. Okay, juicy black powder bombs. Let's safely ignore these guys. Who's alive? Nobody is. Yeah, Thor was shielding them. And you can see how much time you lose by a mistake like that. Like, all that time loss was on that one Mongol and that misplaced bomb throw. Sadness. Yeah, can you go now? God, I hate these end of quest animations so much. This is what I mean by don't jinx it. Like, there are so many little things that can go wrong. At least the next two quests should be straightforward. Alright, we are reunited with our allies. So let's come up with a plan of how we can kill the Khan in Port Izumi, where he is holed up. Rolling through the camp. Don't you dare spot me. Don't you fucking dare. Okay, look at the mansion where Khotun Khan is supposedly holed up. Look at the birds. That sucks. At least I don't have to do another shot. What kind of shot are you talking about? Skip that in the middle. Look at the village. And look at this. I think there are a few toxic people in the multiplayer. Just have to look hard enough to find them, I suppose.
Sakai.
Not now, Ishikawa. Gotta talk to you now. It's actually kind of interesting that I'm prone to getting different times at a Gathering Storm now. Because that a new game, that was pretty much always the exact same time that you would get. Don't understand what's different there for New Game Plus. Alright, time to get another proper horse. And just wait around until the quest objective updates, so you are allowed to fast travel again. Just like that. And then just right up this hill here. So now basically we have our plan of attack to attack Port Izumi, because there's a storm coming up, which means the Mongol fleet will be in the harbor, and then we will attack it with our own wachas. And, you know, in the cover of the storm. However, Jin thinks it's a good idea to try and get the aid of Lord Shimura as well. So he wants to basically infiltrate Castle Shimura yet again and leave a message for his uncle to ask him to come join him for a joint attack against Khotun Khan. So that means, once again, we need to infiltrate Castle Shimura. Not like we've done exactly that just half an hour ago or so. Jin. Climb this wall, jump into the river, and go for that rock right there in the middle. And from here now, it's basically the same way that we took earlier in From the Darkness. is that? Ooh. That angle jump. Only this time, once we're up here, I'll actually climb this rock. And then jump to grab onto the roof. Basically from here start rolling again. Without any of the samurai noticing us. Except for this one dude, for who we have to wait to move a little bit. But we can start climbing this here. And now this part is a little bit finicky, because I don't think the samurai are supposed to just let you through here, but they kinda do. Just run past everybody here. Nobody will sound the alarm, nobody will be none the wiser. And deliver the message for Lord Shimura. And done. Okay, and with that, it's now time to start our assault on Port Izumi, where the Khan is holed up, to finally end all this.
Sakai.
遅かったじゃないか。
So Yuna will take a moment to walk around the temple here, giving us time to stock up on resources and whatnot. Because you actually really have to wait for her to go back into the temple, which takes quite a while. Luckily, she advances while we are shopping here, so we can take our time. So this is, since this is the last time we're going to shop anyway, just gonna sell everything. Should be enough to stock up on everything that we need. Okay, we are fully stocked. All you gotta do is wait for Yuna to come around. There she is. We don't have enough supplies to buy everything. There are a few things lying around here, so you can just pick those up. So yeah, this is one of the only two... Well, I mean, there's only 2 quests left, but those are the 2 that could go wrong. So let's hope they don't. Obviously. Alright, there comes Yuna. We believe in you! Oh, thank you for the bits. That is appreciated. So lots of cutscenes to skip. Just gonna stay calm. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be fine.
ジン、
Alright, here we go.
今だ。猛虎が来るぞ。すべてなで切りにしろ。
Go over here. Look straight, so that the reinforcements are coming all from the left side. Put them to cluster around this, and shoot the barrel.
恐れず戦え。進め。
You're up there.
押し返すのだ。
Shoot more barrels. Oh, that. No, I was just gonna say that guy wasn't dead yet. Ah, they're all coming from over there now. Good. Okay. Good. That was fine. And now it's basically a straight shot to the duel with Khotun Khan. But we will actually see for the first time during this run, because we skipped all the cutscenes that he was in. Which is pretty interesting. I mean, it always reminds me of that one meme. You know, with Scarlet Witch from the Avengers talking to Thanos about how he took everything from her. And he's like, who the hell are you? And it's basically the same here, because you haven't actually seen Khotun Khan for the whole run. That everything's kind of funny. Okay, just gonna kill that dude for safety, so he doesn't shoot me while I climb this watchtower. And then lo and behold, Lord Shimura actually decides to aid us here. Not that we actually see that while we play, but he does. Alright. From here it's just a straight shot over to Khotun. Just gotta await these enemies. Alright, there he is. The big bad. Here you go.
Tsushima no tami no munen omoi shire. Katakimitsu to wa warabe no youna asahara-sama.
Okay, that actually interrupted him. Okay, gotta fight him normally then. Ah, no. It's close. That was close. Oh, look at me dodge that dude. Gotta kill a few of these archers for ghost stands. Where is there? Oh, that was close. Not done yet. Dude Just trying. Oh, I can't. Yes. No, 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 no. If only I wouldn't have died there at the end, I would have full resolve going into the Lord Shimura fight. What? Why is Yuna so far ahead? What the hell's going on here?
奴らを追いやらねば誠の平和は戻らん。
猛虎が去ったらどうなるんだ？
Not done yet.
もう先のことも想像できないし、自分が誰かもわからなくなった。
民には希望を、猛虎には恐怖を与えろ。
それで侍に追われろって？
武士の心を変えられるのは。
I mean, judging by the time, I have about 2.5 minutes of quote-unquote practice time against Lord Shimura. Is this the run? Can it be the run? I mean, gonna lie, it's looking pretty fucking good, but you know, still have to get through Lord Shimura. I'm also missing a little bit of resolve. Like, I will be able to get one more resolve, I guess, during the fight, which should put me at 6. So I should be able to get into Dances of Wrath, which is just enough. So wait for them to start talking. Dismount. They have to fight the first phase of the fight normally. Basically skip the second phase with the Dance of Wrath, and then have another Dance of Wrath for the third phase. However, that won't be enough to kill him. So the dangerous parts of the fight will be the first and third phase, sadly. So yeah, we killed Khotun Khan. However, as it turns out, the Shogun has disbanded Clan Sakai and made the Ghost an outlaw. So, yeah. Lord Shima's basically here to tell us that we have basically lost all of our rights and privileges and are now an outlaw. And the samurai basically have concerns about what the people of Tsushima will do now. Now that the ghost has basically empowered them. But once again, we will go ahead and pay respects to our dead father. Wait for Shimura to dismount here, and then continue down to the grave. I think I'm actually getting stomach cramps. All right. One last haiku. Here we go. It is. Thank you, thank you. It's getting close. It's getting really close. Should practice this fight more. Not like this. Shimura. No! The fucker! I knew it. He was against the outer edge of the ring, and that attack came out delayed. That's how he gets me. Worst possible time at the duel as well, because it was right at the end. How did he hit me there? Shit. I think that's it.
死ぬわけにはいかない。お前に傷つけられた仮面は二度と戻らぬ。私を切れば傷は増す一方。叔父上お許しください。叔父上お許しください。
Come on. Fuck Shimura! Ah. Ah. Fuck Shimura, man. If only I hadn't died at the end of the Khotun Khan fight. I could have used 3 Dances of Rafi and this would have been a non-issue. But it is still sub 330 and I'll take that. I will take that. That's about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, holy crap, I'm shaking. Like, look at that. Oh. Oh my god. Oop. So yeah, that happened. I am tense all over. Whew. Like, Jesus Christ. If this would have been above 330, I would have cried. I think I would have legitimately cried. Oh, thank you for the GGs. Oh my god. But yeah, we did it, guys. We did it. Let's go for that 325 now. Yeah. I guess. I mean, you know, the sum of best segments says it's possible. Oh. I mean, that was an amazing run, to be honest. Look at all these gold splits that I still got. I mean, I'm not exactly sure why I lost 4 seconds on the Warriors Code, to be honest. I mean, I think I was a little bit off my riding pathing right at the beginning when you get to Yuna. But other than that, no idea why I lost 4 seconds. Got a gold on Tale of Sensei Ishikawa, so nothing to complain about there. Lost a bit of time at the Tale of Lady Masoko. think that was because I hesitated before throwing the second black powder bomb. Gold on broken blacksmith, because I actually went the optimal path there. Lost time of blood on the grass because Ryuzo didn't finish off his enemy and I had to help him, even though I had killed basically everybody else. Then a lot of gold splits in a row. Lost time on Shadow of the Samurai because, yeah, I messed up that one bomb throw. And then I didn't have a bomb at the end. And I had to improvise with some explosive arrows, which took a bit of time. Another row of gold splits. Lost time on Ghost of Yarikawa because I have no idea why I lost time there. So I'm not exactly sure why I lost time on Ghosts from the past. Maybe because I bought more at the shop? Lost time at Wolves at the Gate because of that one fucking Mongol that just hid. And then because I yet again messed up a bomb throw at the gate. Lost a little bit of time at the Gathering Storm and Heart of the Jito for whatever reason. Lost time at Eternal Blue Sky because I died during the Khotun Khan fight and had to resurrect. And then I just lost time at Shimura because of nerves. That really was everything that was. That was just my nerves not being able to take it. So, yeah. Give treats to the pets. We'll do that in just a second. I actually don't have any treats here at the moment, so I have to go and get some. Because I actually forgot to bring some. So, you know what? Why don't you guys go ahead and enjoy a bit of doggy time to celebrate the occasion. But yeah, it seems like I actually have to go ahead and set some new goals for the stream now. Because I actually, got the goal that I set out to get. Yeah. I mean, right? I got my sub 330. So, need some new goals now. Otherwise, you could basically say, all the goals for the stream have been achieved, so it's time to stop streaming, I guess. There's nothing more that is being able to achievable here. That is achievable here, so, just stop streaming. I'm done. I'm done with Twitch. Not really. By God, I'm not done yet. Yeah, this will definitely go up on YouTube. I mean, you can probably expect this to be on YouTube by Sunday, I think. Because in just a moment, I will do the multiplayer raid with a group of people. And I will probably still try to set up the render before I go to sleep. That will be done then some time around Saturday, I think. Which I will then have to upload it to YouTube, and that will take a few hours. And then YouTube has to process the whole video, which will take another few hours. Oh, well, maybe I could get it posted on Saturday evening, so in about 24 hours or so, but I don't know. I'm just gonna say Sunday to be safe. Jesus Christ, what a run. So yeah, I think just keep a lookout on my YouTube channel or on Twitter or whatnot. Oh, if you want to know when it goes live. I mean, I usually upload or post my YouTube videos at 6 p.m. my time. So that is about 1 hour before I usually start streaming. And I tend to upload pretty much every day. So if I don't upload it tomorrow, I will probably upload it on Sunday. Just spending the rest want to do those 69 cheers. Alright, Matt. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Jeez, I actually have to get a cheerleader board running here now, huh? All the cheers that you guys keep starting to do. Alright, so I will now leave you guys for just a second here while I go and look for some doggy treats to give to these two wonderful creatures over there. And then I'll be back. So give me just a moment here. I'll be back in just a short while. Alright. So, I'm back. Okay. Okay. And there are the doggy treats. To celebrate the occasion. Nero, come. Where did the other one go? Okay. Yeah, they are definitely happy. I mean, those are some big friggin' bones there. I had to look a bit for them in the cellar, because I didn't actually know if we had any left over. But we did, so all's good. The dogs are happy, I'm happy. Oh. What else is there to say? Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. I'm just really out of things to say, I guess. Just all around happy. I mean, you know, normally I can go on longer for streaming. The time is not the issue, it's just what we've accomplished here, basically. Because once I knew that I could get that sub 330, I started to get nervous. And under pressure and stuff. So yeah, now that that is over, I think things will start to calm a little down. Anyway, guys, that's it for me for today. You know, the other guys are waiting for me to come and join the raid. So I will continue to play a bit more Ghost of Tsushima, although a bit more laid back and casual now. To celebrate the occasion and to get, you know, into the weekend here. What I will do with you guys is I will send you over to the ever lovely John Shepard. I think he is playing more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. So please stick around and say hi to him from me. I think he likes that. And other than that, I wish you guys a relaxing and fine weekend. And of course, thank you so much for stopping by today. I mean, we got another world record, guys, so that's great. So yeah, thanks so much for coming by. And I hope to see you on Monday, where we will do, I don't even know, maybe something casual and fun for once, before we get back to speedrunning. Because I will definitely go ahead and submit this run to a few marathons that are coming up, so hopefully you will see this run in one of the upcoming speedrunning marathons. But we'll see about that. Anyway, guys, stick around for John Shepard, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!